Jessica, what are you doing?
I'm putting the boilies in there.
Oh, Mads, what are you doing?
I'm halving the boilies.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty hard.
You've done loads there. So what boilies are there?
They're squid and octopus.
Yeah, they're gorgeous.
Gorgeous.
What do you like them?
Yeah, I like the smell. Did y'all get one or two?
Nancy, did you eat the boilies? Oh my God. Oh my word. Whoa, let's go back and catch some fish with these, eh? Yeah. It's Friday the 24th of May and I've got a 5-day session ahead of me. It's the weekend of the one big weekend in Middlesbrough, which is about 250 metres that way. However, I'm going I think about 20 miles that way for obvious reasons. So I've dropped the kids off this morning at my mum's, which is about 2 miles up the road, and it took me an hour and 40 minutes to get back because they shut the road off, which was an absolute pain. My wife is working and she's in Ireland, and she's coming back this afternoon to pick the kids up, so good luck getting home with them kids with that traffic, Mrs. Deaton. However, I'm going to get myself away and get down to the lake and hopefully get myself a decent swim. We do forecasts of southwesterly winds in different weather, a bit overcast, so good carpet conditions, but it is, and what they've said is it's going to rain intermittent for the next 3 or 4 days, but I've got 5, maybe 6 days, depends. But I'm fully loaded, ready to rock and roll. I can't bloody wait to get down there. Well, it's about 11 o'clock and I've just done a massive drop back on my right hand rod. So all kitted out, ready to hit into summit. Job stood here for the next 20 minutes, freezing me nuts off for no reason. Well, it's the first morning. It's about 8:30. Bit of an interrupted sleep last night, left hand rod, which is fish showing over the spot now. Just dropped back twice. So first it was about 10:30, 11 o'clock last night, just dropped right the way down, so tightened up, and it just kept slacking off, so I pulled into it and pulled into fresh air. So I put it back on the spot, and at about 3 o'clock this morning it did exactly the same thing again, so I repeated the same process. And again hit into nothing. So I've put it back out, and I mean sat here with a coffee, and this fish shone right over the top of the spot. And it is bite time. So hopefully we can get it a few fish. Talked to some of the lads that have been on the lake. It's done nearly 40 bites in the last week, the whole lake, and it's done a few 30s as well. So that's why I'm here, try and get myself amongst one of them big girls. And I've got 5 nights ahead of me, so hopefully I can get amongst them. And I've got them feeding off the top. I've lost one and I just couldn't turn it. waiting for that float to move. Oh, it's right near it now. Oh my God. Come on, come on. Well, it's the morning of the second day, and yesterday we had up and down weather. 1 minute it was windy, next it was dead flat calm. So because there's a zigzag on the lake, I got them feeding off the surface. It took a bit of a while, but I got them feed. Managed to get a take. Well, it was because I was using the surface gear. I didn't want to give it too much teddy. Anyway, it towed me literally all over the place. I had it on for about 20 minutes. And I managed to get it turned, and then the hook pulled. So that's one story. And then I've had 2 takes off the bottom to a sunken island on my right hand rod. However, I got a take yesterday afternoon, and a guy was setting up opposite. So lost that fish, and then I looked out and suddenly this boat from the opposite bank was coming straight over the top of me and actually dropped basically exactly where I had my hook bait, on this side of the bar. So I pulled short, so I've had a touch. However, I looked on social media and I think that guy's had a few fish. So, pissed me off a little bit, that like, but that's what it is. After the carry on of losing them fish on the last session, with the Ronnie rigs I was using tied with muggers, changed them over and I put some wide gapes on. Put wide gape size 4 on 2 rods, and then the Cryogen ESP size 5 on 1. And I've had 2 takes off the bottom and lost both of them. So my head's full of gremlins. So I might do a little video of what the rigs I've been using, one of the rigs I've used this session, and I think it's just the hook pattern. I don't know, my head's fried. I don't normally question my rigs at all, but these last 2 sessions on this lake have made me question whether I don't think it's the hook potential. I'm getting the takes, I'm lifting the fish, but then I'm losing the fish. So I'm a little bit, and I don't normally question my rigs. I don't do any videos with rigs or anything like that. It's not what I do the vlogs for, but I don't know. I'm puzzled. I am very puzzled. Well, it's lunchtime of the second day. I went to bed pretty early last night. The rain just started, so it kind of knocks me out on the bivvy. So I had a good night's kip. Woke up at about 6:30 this morning. Again, it was just torrential all night, and then the rain stopped about lunchtime, and then suddenly the winds picked up, and we're getting 20 to 25 mile-an-hour winds. So it's actually starting to die off a little bit now, but I cannot take the boat out in that kind of choppiness. It'll flip the boat. Well, with this strong westerly, it's pushed some of the fish over my spots, and I've been getting quite a few liners, and then in the middle of that wind, I'm just had a 1 toner on my right hand rod, and this little porker, I've landed one. Get in there. So £15 bang on, and this one has got a right bloody belly on it. It's going to be a big fish, this one. Just not long. Well, devastation. I've had a 1 toner on that middle rod, and it's gone solid. I had a fish on, and it normal, felt alright, and it's gone absolutely solid. So I've just put the rod back down, giving it a couple of minutes, and then I'm going to try and lift into it again. Well, that take resulted in a snapped hook link. So not a happy chappy at all. So it's a new snag in the water, so I've informed everybody where it is. But talk about a piss take. Jesus, if I don't get a take from that spot now, my God. Look at that, big flat spot right over the top of my rod. Come on, left hand rod, scream. Look at that. That's definitely something feeding.
It seems to be a day of missed opportunities all day.
Tell me about it.
Are we taking this very serious?
We're not taking it seriously enough.
I think we need to wait until the sun goes down and then up our
Yeah,
game.
yeah.
Don't you?
Yeah, I agree. I absolutely agree.
I mean, the pressure's on you as the icon of carp fishing.
Okay, that's too much of a burden. I don't think I could
The
cope.
very essence of carping.
No, I couldn't cope with that kind of label.
I can actually smell the essence of carp coming from you, Chris.
I wish I could smell the essence of carp.
I've got. I spend too much time now chasing perch and crucian carp. They're more my preferred game now most of the time. I mean, I do still like the carp, but I don't spend as much time as I mean, I used to be a total carper.
Legend.
But I'm not anymore. Although while I'm carp fishing, I am a total carper. I think you've got to be completely involved in whatever game you're in, otherwise you're not doing it right.
Excellent.
You need to get to the essence of whatever it is you're doing and shut out the rest of the world.
I might creep back up onto them shallows though and try and catch them flow. I'm sure if I put the legs out.
I need to find and locate the essence of this bastard lake at the moment. It's doing my head in.
No one to judge them much. And anyway, I just wanna get high on you. 30-year-old girls in hotels on the other side of the world seems a little much for me. I wanna stay alive with you. You wanna stay alive with you. You wanna stay alive with you. You wanna stay
Well,
alive.
typical. Managed to get the overwrap down and then the heavens have opened up. So I've put the bivvy down absolutely soaking, but I just gambled, but I am staying for at least another hour. But typical. Bloody pissing down. Well, that's it. Session over. Not great. One landed, which is not bad at all really considering the luck I've been having there that session. But I lost one on the top. We had it on for quite a while as well, so it's not really a water for surface fishing, so that's a positive. Lost one to that big snag, and then two hook pulls again to the runny, but with different hooks this time, so that's kind of pissed me off again. So challenging session again. But I've still got a week off work and I've got a few days with the kids. I'm taking both of them fishing this week, so that should be fun. Not.
All veils and misty, streets are blue. Almond looks, that chill divine. Some silken moment goes on forever, and we're leaving broken hearts behind. Mystify, mystify me. Mystify, mystify me. I need perfection, some twisted selection that tangles me to keep me alive in all that exists. When none has your beauty, I see your face, and I will survive. Mystify, mystify me. Mystify, mystify me. Eternally wild with the power to make every moment come alive. All those stars that shine upon you, where they kiss you every night. All veils and misty streets are blue.
Do you mind disturbing my peace? Nah. What do you think this is like? Huh? Nah. Noisy bastards. Get lost. That is why you can't bring your dog. Wind direction changed to a northeasterly, so it's pushing right in here. I'll put the rods out and then I'm sitting back. Oh, yes. Full time. With all the issues I've been having with these Ronnie rigs, I keep getting the takes, but I keep bumping fish off. So I've been trying and trying with different hook patterns. I've actually purchased myself some of those crank Kamakura hooks, which I'm going to try next. But on this particular rig, I've gone with, it's just a trial, I've gone with the boom section as an actual bit of leg core, but inside the leg core I've put pole elastic in here, so it literally stretches. It's got about maybe an 1.5 inch play, and I've got standard Ronnie, as you see, with a curve shank size, I think that's a 4, no, it's a 6, yeah, it's a curve shank 6, just to see, because I'm convinced it's not just the failure of the hook. I don't know what it is, I've got that many gremlins, I don't know. So what you'll see in here is I've just inlaid, and with a splicing needle, some pole elastic, so it gives it that little bit of play. But I don't think that is the issue. I think the issue is actually I'm not getting proper hook holds. I'm getting really soft hook holds, and they're not digging in where I need them to be. It's getting to the point where I might not be using the Ronnie rig presentations anymore and going back to hinge stiffs, or like I've been speaking to Den and Ian about the same issue I've got of using like a reverse Albright hook link with a stiffer end with an Albright connection to a braided hook link, but with it really sharp, because the idea why I like the actual Ronnie rig is because the pop-up's so close to the deck. So I don't know, I keep messing about. I should just get rid of it and then just go with something else. But the idea behind it is, if a fish does pick this up and it has got a softer hook hold, this little bit of elasticity in the hook link might prevent the hook from jumping out. Probably completely barking up the wrong tree. But I've gone through every single technique, I've tried all sorts. I've looked and done that much research. I've looked at it where some people have actually done this like 3/4 of the length, so there's about like 4 inches of play, but the way it actually, if you can see the hook link, it's actually like, I don't like the way it does that, and it all like curls up so it's not straight, when I'm obsessed with straight hook links. And having braid as a hook link, it's a little bit thick, so I don't know. The jury is out. Well, I'm having a little walk around the side of the swim. Our ad's coming up, so I'm going to do a little bit of pre-baiting in a couple of the spots for him. But give him a head start. Smile.
Hello.
Smile again. I'm stuffed. And you're having a burger, have you eaten?
Yeah.
So you've eaten 2 lamb burgers now, you're eating a beef burger?
Yeah, man.
You're not even fat? Not yet.
Oh, some nice carp cracking there. Let's get the more traps then. Let's get the more trap.
Why do I find that so funny?
What's that smell?
Well, the 4th morning, I finally got amongst one of the big girls. Oh, boys. Oh, £29, 12 ounce. Of erect. Look at that, erect mirror carp. Yes. Nice. Beautiful fish. What a pattern, she's gorgeous, isn't she? Well, after 5 nights in that swim, I'm blanking for the last 24 hours. I thought we'll move. For the last 24 hours, off on Wednesday, so I thought, right, we're moving to the other side of the lake. Someone came down to the peg down to the right of us, and basically just cut the peg in half, so we're moving. Not one single bite after he'd moved in. So we're off from the other side of the lake. And young lad's following me.
I missed the good part, then I realized I started looking and the bubble burst. I started looking for excuses. Come on in, I've gotta tell you what a state I'm in. I've gotta tell you in my loudest tones that I started looking for a warning sign.
Oh, game over. I'm heading home. Could have stayed for a day or two, but go home, see the wife, kids, and get ready for our summer holiday.